Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be working on my 2006 Scion XB, and I am going to be installing an oil catch can. So this process will be very much the same for any car, even though it will be a little different, of course, depending on the car itself and where the PCV valve is located. So with that being said, I'll go ahead and show you kind of what we have, what I'm going to be working with today, and where kind of the layout is for it. So, but before we get to that, I'd really like to thank everybody for helping the channel grow. I've passed the 3,000 subscriber mark, but I did notice, and I want to ask everyone to help me keep growing. So because there's only about 5 to 6% of the people that actually watch the videos that actually subscribe to the channel. So I'd sure appreciate it if you'd hit that subscribe button and hit the like button. It really does make a difference and will help the channel grow exponentially. I really appreciate it. I do try to make videos that really will help people and help you guys do things to your cars yourselves, and I enjoy doing it, but it does take time. And so as a little thank you, I sure would appreciate it if you'd hit a couple of buttons real quick. It doesn't take any time, doesn't cost you a thing, and it sure helps me, and I sure would appreciate it. So with that, let me show you what I got today. So here's the little kit that I ordered for it. So comes with all the goodies. Got the oil catch can, which I will spin open and show you. Comes with the hose, and it's good rubber hose. It's not some of that clear hose that's really cheap and looks nasty. I popped out all the fittings just so they were all in this little bag, but just to see what I was dealing with here. But got all the fittings. It's got some O-rings in it. Even came with a bracket here, and some hose clamps. So, and the little screws there to screw the bracket onto the back right there. So everything that you really need is available to you. I don't always use a bracket if it comes with it. Sometimes I use my own, and you really have to look and figure out where you want to put it. So that is, and every car is going to be a little different. So you kind of have to look around and take a peek. So this bracket right here, interestingly enough, it has two sets of holes for the two holes here, so you can kind of adjust this, if you want to use the lower or the upper holes. But interestingly enough, there's no hole here. I thought that was interesting, so that you could bolt it to something. So I will have to drill out a hole at the top of it there if I end up using this. Once again, if you guys watch my videos, my trusty friend here, my favorite tool, as I call it. So I'll get these. I don't even like to use a manual socket anymore, because that's just so quick and easy. And I was like, man, forgot about these guys. There's the two on the top, and then these two pinch right here. You have to take these all the way off on the front. So these two right here, you can just loosen them. As you can see, the covers slotted. I don't know if it was like that or if a previous owner did that. Any other XB owners? Reach out to me. I mean, I'm not the original owner of this car, so that easily could have been done. This car is nice and straightforward though, because here's the PCV valve right here. So PCV valve is there, comes out there and right down this hose and goes into the intake. So you can't get a lot easier as far as access. It's just a matter of finding some place to mount it, and that's why, you know, putting it somewhere in this area makes sense, because you can just come in and then go out and right back into it. So or even over here, because then you could come out and then right back in. This would be an excellent place also. After experimenting with a couple of ideas, I think I've decided to try to put it right over here. There was this one bolt that held, it was literally just kind of holding on this wire guide here for the throttle cable. But I kind of came up with this, so I mounted this, and then I can use this hole here to bolt this so it sits just like that. Kind of just like that. I think it'll sit just behind the battery there. I don't think it's going to be in the way. So this mounted directly to that, and then you can see the bolt that wired to there. And this just runs right behind it like it would have anyway in the place. So it's not touching the battery. I'll keep an eye on it. I mean, it's close. If I had to, I could take it off and shave that piece back. So, but yeah, it seems to have worked pretty good. This should clear just fine. But same thing, if I had to, I could always shave that down, but that's fine. So now I can come from the PCV valve right to here and then out down to here. So the only thing I'll have to do is cross over, because this is the input here and this is the output. So, but this will come down, so they'll crisscross right there. If I didn't have to crisscross them, it would be perfect. So I did want to show you, so when you unscrew the can here to empty it, so this one does have a baffle in it. I like the ones with a baffle. And then it's got a filter inside of this. So before it comes back out, there's a little filter right up in there. So it only lets the gases through. And then this will catch all the heavy junk. And then as you can see, there's a dipstick right here. Clamps here. Let's see if this just pops off. Oh, it's moving. There we go. That's coming off. There we go. Let's see if this side will do the same thing. Hey, look at that. Boy, not bad for, what's this car, 18 years old now? Wow. This car is similar to my 2009 Corolla and my 2010 Prius. So you can see how much smaller the PCV valve side is hose-wise versus the intake. The PCV valve is a 19 millimeter. It's still moving. Hear that? Got the new PCV valve in there. I don't want to overdo these. Just an aluminum top here. Just get it snug. Okay, that is on. I am now ready to run hoses. So we've got from the PCV valve up to the input here, and it's labeled right there, in. So it will come into here, and then out of here, down to the input here. Now, I want to point out something. So the OEM setup runs from this small hole here to this very large 3/4 inch here. This is about a 1/4 inch here. So it's always good to go from small to large for pressure. So we're going to be doing the same thing going from here, from about a 1/4 inch. That'll be running up here to about 3/8 inch. We'll be coming out of this one about 5/8, and then running down to here at 3/4. And I've kind of got these set up right here so you can see the difference. So here's the PCV right here, and you can see the difference in even the PCV, and then the intake. So that is slightly larger for the hole size. Then coming out, see how much bigger it is, less pressure, and then that will be going into this size, which is the same as here. Let's use this one that came with the kit, and then I'll be using this to step up the hose size. So I'll be going from a 5/8 to a 3/4 here, so that fits on there. So I'm all set now, so let's run some hose and get it all installed. You want to leave a little bit of room for the engine to move in there, so I'm going to cut it right about there. There you go. This will be a little tighter on this end because the fitting is slightly bigger than the PCV valve. Yeah. Okay. That one is connected. I forgot to hit record, but all I did was I took this 3/4 hose and slipped it over this fitting. This is really, really tight and snug on this, so I'm not even going to put a clamp on that. I can't even pull it off. It's so tight on there, so I'm not going to slide a clamp down there. And these barb fittings with the multiple barbs like this, I don't put clamps on those either because they're so snug. There's so many points of contact here. So the next thing I need to do is I need to put this, and then get that connected to this. Okay. slip this one on. Now on these I will put these two clamps here because they only have the one barb on them. So I want to make sure that those get that. And then, but again, this one has so many multiple ones there that won't be a big deal. Okay. There we go, guys. The install is complete. So, PCV valve into the oil catch can, out of the oil catch can, into the intake. And again, I don't have any with me right now, but I might end up getting some. I've done it before. I'll get some hose covering and put it over that so it just makes it look a little nicer. I hope that helped, guys. The process is the same on pretty much any car. It's just where you're going to mount it and then running the hoses. You're just putting it in line. So, but I hope that helps. I've got these on most of my cars and I have found them to be a benefit. So, if you have any questions or comments or anything like that, please holler. I sure would appreciate it too. If you guys would smash the like button and subscribe. Only about 5% of people that are watching the videos are actually subscribing to my channel, and I sure would appreciate the support. If you would hit the subscribe button, it would mean a lot to me. It really does make a difference. And until next time, guys, we'll see you down the road.